Hey, happy Saturday morning to you guys. Thank you for paying attention to my videos. I feel a little bit better from my attack of the shingles. I've started doing a little bit of work here and there, not much. I mean, not much visible. More work to the trains than I have done to the layout. Waiting to find a big cash cow of straight Kato track so I can continue on with my extension down the wall here for my staging yard. I just haven't got it. I got the plans, I got the shelf ready. I just don't have enough track. I got the switches but no track. So as soon as I run into a cash cow of track, then I'll start that expansion. Pretty much I've been adding metal wheels to cars. I bought a set of, I don't have the packaging laying around anywhere, I don't think, of the metal wheels I got. No, I don't. They're somewhere, but either way, I changed out a lot of my cars, my microtrains wheels to metal wheels from trains.com or something like that. They work pretty good. A couple derailments here and there due to the wheel change, but I have to figure out, which wheels are not engaged perfectly. Of course, it came out of China, the wheels, but they're working pretty good. Trains are a little bit noisier running around the layout once you put on metal wheels, but much better looking. Also added a more accurate Fred to the back of the train there. I'm still working on figuring out what reed switch to use. I bought reed switches, but they weren't correct for the cars. You wave the wand over it, it'll turn it on, but you have to keep the magnet on it to leave it on. Weird. I need to figure out the wiring program, but other than that, that's just got a regular switch in it. You turn it on, turn it off. Compared to the Firefly wheels, it barely work. Only work when they want to, and work when they, and it works pretty decent when they are, but it's too inconsistent for it to look right. Whereas the battery operated, as you can see, no stuttering, no problems. Kind of like my car lighting on my passenger cars. I use the battery operated. Don't get that improper blinking. But I haven't really done much. Something I did add, as you can see those two little white poles there. I was curious about the Kato signals. I seen them online. I said, look, automatic signals. That's what led to the metal wheels. I found that they only work when you got metal wheels with your cars, not plastics. So slowly it kind of got me into replacing metal wheels. They sit on the wrong side of the track. They're more of a, I guess, Japanese design. But you and me would pick that out. But most of the people that see my layout usually don't notice things like that. So it's more of just an attention getter. I just put it in this one spot here. See how it goes up when it hits a long length of plastic wheels? It'll go back up, and then as soon as the metal wheel hits it, it'll go down to red. Yeah, I'm not done converting all the cars to metal wheels. I did all the micro trains now. I just got to do the Atlas cars. But yeah, they're pretty neat. I mean, they sit on the wrong side of the track, and they are powered by a contact. Right there, the metal wheels make a contact between the little switch there and the track, causing it to go green and red. See? They're on the wrong side. They should be on the outside of the track, not on the inside, but oh well. Like I said, it's just something for people to pay attention, attract them, I guess, you want to first say. See? Change this back. They're neat. They're directional. They're not. But my main line on my CSX, on my mains here, all it is a loop of track. Trains just run on it. So just a little added goodie. You just went to red. Yeah. It's pretty neat. Adds a little something different to it. other than adding wheels, the signals, and a Fred here and there, about all I've done. You know, and build the shelf that's going to go along here. Got to take that mirror out. That's where where that mirror sits. I'm going to put some shelving there for my jewel boxes and everything else. The only thing that's going to be screwed up is where my desk sits. I'm going to have to find a place for it. I'm out of room in my room for a desk. And my layout sits high enough that I could put the desk under there, but not quite enough. I'm thinking of maybe getting one of those rolling carts, put smaller wheels on it, so I could tuck it up underneath maybe this section of the layout and put my desk kind of on wheels so I could roll it around. All that wiring there is going to get changed out. That was just for me to get some of the lighting working. But that's one of the missions I got going on, is all that's going to go bye-bye and get neatened up. And that part of my cantilever design right there is where all my hubs are going to go. They're going to go right down onto that board, all my hubs. And wiring's going to lead that way. And then I'm going to neaten it up. I'm going to get a lot of wiring done. Everything right now on the wiring and going further with the layout hinges on getting some track and getting that control panel up. And I've yet to design a control panel, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do on that too as well. But, you know, it's typical model railroad. It moves slow, you know, building and everything else. Got to be wanting to do something. Lately, all I've been wanting to do is run trains, and which is nothing wrong with that. Just haven't been in the mood to do wiring. I hate wiring. Just hate doing it. But luckily for me, it's going to be an easy job, being that there's no legs underneath the layout. Nothing to fight me. Crawl up under there and just go to town. Oh, virgin ground to lay wire. Oh, yeah, and shows. For you guys that keep up on my show page and everything else, what's coming up. We have a show in November 10th. We have one in Crystal River right here, and we have one in Spring Hill. Dana's Trains in Spring Hill has one on November 10th, and one here in Regal Railways. I'm more than likely going to go to the Spring Hill show. I've never been there. I want to see what Dana's got, what kind of vendors he's got. November, it should be a lot cooler outside, so it's worthwhile going to an outside event. So that's on Saturday, as well as Crystal River. And we got quite a few coming up. We got one on November 17th in Hillsborough Fairgrounds. That's the, I do believe that is the Dover. Last time I went, it was okay. It wasn't that great, but it's kind of like how the last Plant City show was. It was kind of minimal. I mean, you get lucky sometimes, and sometimes you don't. It's kind of a gamble. If you live near there, it's worthwhile going. We got a few others coming up. One in Pensacola. I don't know. I haven't heard anything of that after the hurricane hit. I don't know if that's still on. Then we got the Min-Ring Hall. That's usually a pretty good show. It's just too far for me to not really too far, but too far for me for a small show coming up. I'm not going to go that far to that one. We got the Florida State Fairground show. That one I'll be going to, definitely. That's a usual staple for me. That's a good show to go to. And we got this Prototype Rails in Cocoa Beach. If any of you guys been to this show, let me know if it's any good or worth going to. I might attend that one. I don't know, because I've never been that far south for a train show, and I never hear anything. The next show coming up is Volusia. That's my go-to show. I mean, I'm surprised that a lot of people in this area don't, in the Tampa area, doesn't go that far for a show. But that is a worthwhile show going to, in my opinion. If you know the back way, if you live over in Tampa area, if you know the back way up, not having to go down I-4, a lot easier. A little bit longer, but a lot easier to travel, no traffic. Atlanta show coming up also in January. Never been to it, but when I go to the Volusia show, I hear a lot of guys that do go to the Atlanta show, and they say it's pretty good. So I might, if I can find people that want to go with me or someone that's going, I'll hook up. We can go. We can make like a car trip going up that way. I really want to try that one out. And then next year, we got the villages again in February. We have the Jacksonville in February and HB Plant in March. That's as far as my notices go. If you know anything coming up any sooner or anytime soon, post it on my train show page. That'd be helpful. If anybody needs a ride or looking for a ride, definitely post it up on there to shows. A lot more economical if everybody carpools to these things rather than try to everybody individually driving there. But either way, that's where I'm at. The progress on the layout shows. Listen to the trains, you can hear the wheels now more. I don't have to use my realistic train sounds by opening up the window and listening to the trains going down the main line when I'm playing with my trains. At least now I got some metal wheel sounds. We're having a good time with it. It's a good hobby. Keeps me out of the bars and keeps me from getting too drunk on my days off. I gotta work in my wife's salon, put up a chandelier, so my train day is gonna be cut short. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Guys, have a good weekend. Stay out of trouble. I'll try to post some more pictures here and there and videos and stuff. Feeling a lot better, so you'll see a lot more coming out. You have a good weekend, guys. Bye.